Witam, wasz skip.
It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
6. rozdział. Bracia Dalton.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Nazywają mnie łowcą nagród. Witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Z tej strony Bodzio, kolejny odcinek z gry Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Miałem się na początku przywitać, ale zaczęła się scenka.
One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing about how he had no ambition.
Co tu się dzieje?
Next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Wow! Haha, i pięknie. Tak. Dobra. Zacznijmy to jeszcze raz. Dawaj tą broń tutaj. Złoty Ranger, Texas Ranger. Dobra. Strzelanina. Wkłada w to jak masło. Gin. 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 O, ty tutaj szybki jesteś, widzę. Nie wiem, którzy są moi, ale nie obchodzi mnie to.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off.
Dobra, oddam się do...
They could get away. Half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown.
Dobra. Wchodzę w ciebie. Ach, fajnie tą broń łamie. Godzina trupów. Dobra. Czas na żniwa. Jebut! Jebut! O ty!
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Jak zawsze inaczej.
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker.
Kurde, przypominały mi się stare gry na Pegasusa, jak się strzelało do kolesi w oknach z pistoletu.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
Dawaj tutaj. Przeładowywuj to szybciej. Kurde, tyle taki skilla ci kupiłem, a ty tutaj nic. Super cover, dziomuś.
He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
No, dokładnie tak. Schodzimy.
Shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind.
Taki jesteś kozak? Taki jesteś kozak? To gin.
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
Dobra, czyli tędy muszę przejść.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Czyli której? Tutaj? Być może tędy.
Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
No, czyli dobrze.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
No, dokładnie tak.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
No, mam tutaj skoczyć jakoś dziwnie? Nie. Elegancko. Co się dzieje? Mam tutaj wejść? Nie wiem. Dobra, to wchodzę. Yo, fuck off! Surprise, bitches!
Heroic men like him who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Dawaj, no nic nie.
Davy Crockett, who died
Is that
defending
side
the
of
Alamo.
Greaves? Son of a bitch!
Nie, to nie ja. Jakiś problem, ziomuś?
And that asshole just killed Red?
Nie. Ale ciebie zabiłem na pewno. No ale pięknie. Super. Gin. Dobra, wchodzimy tutaj do akcji. Z 2 rewolwerami. Jakieś jeszcze pytania masz? No nie wydaje mi się, dawaj hajs.
Over there!
Oh shit! Co? Zabiłem go i broń wystrzeliła. Dobra, co my tu mamy? Nic. Dobra, jedziemy z tym koksem. Wow, chyba źle poszedłem.
That side of Greaves. What the hell?
No, gin.
Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Jebut! Jebut! Ja! Dual building, szmato!
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened. It was early evening, not high noon.
Okej. No, ale kurde, fajna historia była i tak mimo wszystko.
I was late to the party and Coffeeville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Bank Federalny. Niebezpieczny, nieustraszony, nieduży.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do
Nie
something.
mogę się ruszyć. Gincie.
Finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
No idioci.
You can't get me.
Jesteś tego pewien?
Oh, now what?
Tarczownik!
Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
O ty gnoju! Gin! Dobra, gdzie oni są? Tutaj mam iść. Dobra. W pogoni za braćmi Dalton. Stójcie!
Wolves in them.
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs.
Nie ma takiego tutaj klepania.
They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons
To jest
running
mój, dobra.
and didn't want to lose them. The problem was, they
Dobra, gin!
better than I did. And to top it
Nie interesuje mnie nic innego, tylko ci dwaj śmiecie.
another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons pull up in somebody's house?
Oh fuck.
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever.
Nic z tego nie rozumiem, ale jest fajnie.
And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once.
Tak,
There was
tak.
a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Dokładnie tak. Kurde, chciałem... Jak działa ten skill, kurde, bez tego bezcelowania, czy jak to się nazywa tam? Rozdaj strzały w czoło bez celowania, naciśnij... I przytrzymaj... Aha, dobra, muszę to przytrzymać, okej. Spróbujemy zaraz. Jak się naładuje. Coś chyba... Ich nie pościgałem zbytnio. Ale fajnie było, dziękuję panowie. Za miłe ugoszczenie. Gdzie ja? Tędy muszę jakoś przejść. O kurde, kiba nim. Dobra, myślę się, że muszę tutaj biec.
Dalton boys knew I would never give up.
Dokładnie tak, walczymy do końca.
Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Wystarczyła. Ale mam save'a, spokojnie. Pomocy! Nie wiem, gdzie mam stać. Stoję tutaj. Dobra, udało się. Stałem w kącie i było okej. Wow, ale klatki skaczą. Dziwne skoki są.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Reeves.
Nie? A boisz się mojego spowolnienia czasu?
Protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
I'll blow your damn head clean off!
Gin! Jesteś słaby. O Boże.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
Dokładnie tak. Dobra, mamy jakiś chyba poziom kolejny.
That boy had grit.
Tak, mogę tutaj coś sobie jeszcze kupić. Aha, to samoistnie się odblokowuje. Dobra. Zobaczmy, co tu jeszcze mamy. Czasami tego używam. Użyjmy tego. Dobra, to idziemy dalej. Łowca nagród to wciąż moje imię. Dobra, kontynuujemy.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Bardzo dobrze.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
O, mogę to chyba rozwalić za punkcioszki. Bardzo fajnie.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course. So we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Dobra. Punkty. Azymuty tutaj jakieś.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color.
Wow! Serio?
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Damy radę, spokojnie. Kurde! Ja pierniczę,
Some bitch to hell
a mi zaskoczył.
me harm. So I had to face him alone.
Nie ma problemu. O ty bydlaszku.
The Patriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Okej, nikogo nie było. Dobra, po prostu musimy iść za tymi punktami. Get the fuck. No. A nie, chcę tu przejść. Nie interesuje mnie.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet. But I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
Czy ja wiem? Taka przyjemność? O kurde! Tam jest. Tam jest beczka do zniszczenia. Tu jest głowa do rozwalenia. A tu jest śmieć między oczy do postrzelenia. O, pięknie. Chodzi jak masełko. Dał mi tutaj amunicję, dużo dobrego. Oh goodies. Złoty karabin. Dobra, może użyję tego skilla.
Point being, I was under serious attack.
O kurde. Ale mnie tu klepią. Jak Najman w matę. Ale się ustawili ładnie. Oż ty w życiu. No kurde. Aż mi lufa stanęła na końcu. Dobra. Damy radę. Nie dla nas jest porażki smak, nie dla nas headshot. Dobra, zapomniałem nacisnąć spacji. Okidoki. Pikubu! No kurde, tak, jeszcze więcej. Gdzie ja w ogóle jestem? Tu cię widzę. Tu cię mam. Tu cię mam. Tu cię mam. Tu cię mam. Pięknie. O, byłem w innym miejscu. Zbieramy tutaj dobrocie. Gin. 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 Wow, wow, wow. Fajnie tak brodzi w tym. O, ty w życiu. Fajnie się wystawiasz, ziomeczku. Tak to ci nie pomoże. Wow, jakiś strzelec.
Where to be seen.
Myślałem, że jakiś będzie twarz, ziomuś. No dawaj, 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 gdzie jesteś, gdzie jesteś? Dawaj tutaj hedzika. Trochę go tutaj wystraszę. O kurde. Celność pierwsza klasa. Okej.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view,
Niesamowite.
but just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them.
No panie.
But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was.
Co to są za dźwięki?
So I just started walking, and pretty soon,
Tędy przejdę, nie? Tak chrapie.
Steve. Steve.
Aha, usnął, jomuś.
No, I'm listening.
Na pewno.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Dobra, w serce. W serce. Dawaj tutaj te pyszności. Kur...
There were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
Oh, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
Tak, ja nie śpię, ja czuwam.
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Dobra, musimy tutaj pójść w lewo.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
No kurde, zawsze... Ja nie wiem, to A jest jakieś dziwne, naprawdę, już wolałem zginąć. Strasznie słabe, jak się klawisze mylą. A jest po lewej, no przecież...
Stop that, son bitch!
No przecież to jest logiczne, gdzie to jest, a...
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I
Szybki
did
jak
find
błyskawica.
cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits.
Dobra, elegancko.
Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
A, kurde, ten rewolwer jest fajny.
But hell, what's more important?
Czym ja go wcześniej nie używałem tak częściej?
Ben knows what I'm talking about.
A, żebym sobie spowolnił czas. Przynajmniej Soko Loko. Ja nie wiem, czasami mam takie akcje dobre, że cisnę ich nie wiadomo z jakiej odległości, nie wiadomo pod jakim kątem, a czasami nie mogę go trafić na koniec przede mną. Lepiej się schowam. Te bagna mi przeszkadzają trochę. No, tylko teraz go powinienem trafić jak szmatę na wietrze. Oczywiście się nie udało. Po czemu, by nie? Wow, co to jest? A, gin. A, ty śmieciu! Porzuciłeś tarczę, jak widziałeś zagrożenie. Coś ciebie za tarczownik. Jesteś dla mnie nikim. Tarcza zawsze musi być na miejscu, nawet gdy zagrożenie jest. Jesteś zwykłym hunterem pewnie, który udaje, że jest prawdziwym fanem. Prawdziwy fan nigdy nie opuszcza tarczy na posterunku. Dobra, gin. To czuję, jakieś dobre rzeczy będą. Gdzie on jest? No. Dobra. Wow, ale kula fajnie leciała. No. Dobrze się schowałeś. Wybornie, bym powiedział. Dostaję jakieś niezłe bęcki. Nie szkodzi. Wow, tu ich jest. Pięknie.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Tak z nimi wygram. Bo o to chodzi.
And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps? Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
Wow.
And that a fusillade of bullets come raining down upon us. And those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found.
Co on tam ma? Jakieś działko?
That were shooting at me.
Kurde, pluł jak z karabinu jakiegoś.
Familiar faces.
No. Dobra, przodowanie. W dupie to mam, ten dynamit. Shit. Między oczy. Dobra, muszę tutaj wyjść na nakładkę, żeby nie brodzić w tym mule. Kurde. Dobra, gin. Taka jest twoja rola w tym przedstawieniu, ty giniesz.
Somewhere up there the Daltons were waiting on me.
Ja ciebie zabijam. Dobra, koniec tego dobrego. Idziemy. Dobra.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
Ach, pięknie.
I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn.
Jestem gotowy, śmieciu. Wow, kurde, my tutaj w dziurkę wpadłem. Niedobrze. Muszę tutaj powrócić. Tam był secret. Gra zaraz będzie poziom. No, tak myślałem. To nie jest dobry pomysł, to nie jest dobry pomysł. Kurde, to nie jest dobry pomysł, żeby tak schodzić. Oni do mnie prują. Jestem łatwym celem. Śmigamy tędy. Na broni, przeładowanie. A to mój.
Much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
No wiedziałem.
I'm sending you to hell!
The Daltons had played
Not
me
so
like a
tough after
fiddle.
all, is it?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll.
O
They
kurde.
didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you hear
fight.
about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're
Well,
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big.
Gdzie mam biec? Gdzie mam biec?
so anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to
O tak.
disembark. It was time to settle this.
Fuck us! Gincie! Bam, bam, bam! Ching! Ktoś jeszcze? Ktoś jeszcze?
Somebody kill that!
Somebody can stop me. Nieprzegrzewalność działku Gatlinga. Pięknie. Czuję się, jakbym był w Far Cry'u 3 Blood Dragon. Tyle punktów, tyle punktów! Orgazm w lożu.
Brad weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
Ach,
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
słucham? No to będzie długi odcinek, czuję. Dla mnie przynajmniej. A chyba, że ja mam najpierw tego tutaj zrobić. Ale którego ja mam najpierw pocisnąć, przepraszam bardzo? Zbytnio nie wiem. Chyba tego najpierw. Spróbujemy. Dobra, udało się? Ach, pięknie! Świetnie.
Sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death
of his two brothers.
Wow, co to był? Dobra, co my tu mamy jeszcze? Szpakujmy w to. Dajmy to. Dobra, dziękuję wam bardzo za uwagę. To był kolejny odcinek z gry Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym. Na razie.